Hi. I would like to start doing this, just random videos. Today on one of the autism sites I'm on, I got off of it because people on there are just stupid. My son is 17 and he is autistic. I've dealt with it for 17 years. Some of these parents have only dealt with it for a year or two. Don't ask advice if you don't really want to hear what others have to say. Once again, people are talking about the whole vaccines cause autism. Well, you know what? Sorry, but you're wrong. Vaccines do not cause autism. Vaccines save lives. I do believe that my son was born with autism. Not because he was vaccinated. I was vaccinated and I'm not autistic. A lot of my friends are vaccinated and they're not autistic. My 6-year-old was vaccinated and he's not autistic. So, you are born with it. My saying is I believe God only gives you what you can handle. And God gave me a child with autism because he knew I could handle it and I could deal with it. And his whole life, I never pointed fingers and saying, this was the cause of autism. This is your fault. This. Stop blaming each other. Love your kids. Being autistic or not, having any disability, just love them. Instead of saying this is what causes it, who cares? They are your kids. They still love you and you should love them. Like all these people say, oh, I fight for my kids. I fight for my kids. How do you fight? You keep saying that, oh, it was the needles that caused it. No, it's not. You saved your child's life from any deadly disease. So I do believe that parents that do not vaccinate should be charged. Big time. I posted the video of Penn and Teller talking about autism and not being vaccinated. And I got a lot of hate on it. Well, you know what? Too bad. Suck it up. Suck it up. More people die not getting vaccinated than people getting anything. So for us parents, we shouldn't be fighting against each other. We all have our own things to deal with, and we live all our lives differently. Not one family is the exact same as another. Having children with disabilities or not, no one is the same. So no one should be judging anybody on how to raise or how to think about anything. But when it comes to vaccinating, I'm sorry. If you're going to ask, I'm going to give you my opinion. And my opinion is if you do not vaccinate your kids, you're stupid. You are open for them to get all these diseases and die. Is that what you want? You're telling the world that you don't want to vaccinate because you don't want your child to get autism. Well, you know how stupid you sound by saying that? You don't get your child vaccinated. Hi, Sky. You don't get your child vaccinated, they could die. And that's what you want? You want your child dead instead of being vaccinated. That's smart. I swear, these people on these groups, they just, I don't know. I don't know where they get their information. I really don't. And then, like I said, get mad when people give their opinion. Well, then don't ask for people's opinions. Don't ask for advice if you don't want to hear it. And like I said, these groups, us as parents of children with autism and us fighting for their needs on a daily basis, we need to step up and love each other and not get our kids all worked up thinking anything. We have to show them what love is. And by fighting against each other, that's not helping. That's not. You're teaching your children that if they have autism, it's because of vaccines. Well, that's not right. Vaccines save lives. They save hundreds of lives. Like, parents, do your research. I don't care. Go back 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago and then look at today and you will see that it does not cause autism. Stop telling yourself that. Seriously, stop pointing your fucking finger at people. Because when you point it at someone, you're pointing the rest back at you. You're pointing 3 back at you. So look in the mirror and really think to yourself, all this time and effort I'm putting into trying to get needles banned and vaccines banned, you should be spending time with your children. Teaching them, loving them. Who cares how they turned out? They are your kids. They are your life. You live for your children. And as people, we should realize that. I know my mom lived for me. And that is what I'm doing for my kids. I have never blamed anybody for my son's autism because he was born with it. He was born with it. Remember, like I said, God only gives you what you can handle. And if you can't handle it, then you're not up to God's task. So, yeah, I'm just, and I know a lot of my autism mummy friends would agree that it's funny. It's stupid that people still believe that vaccines cause autism. Well, you know what? Sorry, princess or princes, but it doesn't. That's just it. It doesn't. I'm not sure how or what causes autism, but I know it's not vaccines. I know it's not a vaccine-related injury, like everybody likes to call it, because autism is not an injury. Sorry. I believe he was born with it. It could be genetic. It could be how women present themselves when they're pregnant, being stressed or not eating properly. It could be a lot of factors. So stop putting it on vaccines. Look at yourself. Look at your family tree. Put things together. That's what I did. So I'm just tired of people blaming others for stuff. And especially this, because this is something that saves people's lives. Get your kids vaccinated. Who cares what other people say? You get your kids vaccinated. They need it. You want your children to be around. You don't want them dead. So you get them vaccinated. Okay, bye.